Welcome back to another installment of Professor Charles's Law. Shooby-doo-doo. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to another installment of Professor Charles's Live. Today we're going to do a review on Jupiter's Legacy, the TV show that is out on Netflix. If you're looking for something different with superhero shows, Jupiter Legacy is it. Like, literally, the show kept me going. Like, I watched it, I finished it, I never grew bored with it. But let's get to this review right now, what this show is about. So the show is literally about superheroes living in a society where the society is pretty much, we have this hero called the Utopian, which is pretty much like the Superman of the series, where they follow a code, and this code is that they all have to follow. They don't kill supervillains. They don't kill supervillains? What type of show is that? Yes, they don't kill supervillains. I was shocked too. I was like, wait a minute. But let's get back to it. So what happens is Brandon pretty much literally does the unthinkable, which is pretty much Utopian son, also known as Paragon, does the no. You don't do that in society. He broke his dad's rule and killed a supervillain. Despite the supervillain being a clone, he wasn't even a real thing. You feel me? I'm just like, bruh. No, I just gotta say that. I gotta be honest. And it breaks the trust between him and his father because pretty much Utopian wants his son Brandon to be the next hero, and he's like, hey, I'm not gonna be here forever. And we can see that Brandon is being pressured to some extent to live up to his father's expectations. Narcissist behavior, if you really think about it, toxic father and son relationship type of thing. And we see the reason why his sister, pretty much Chloe, is not around. You know what I'm saying? Like the first episode, you see them coming together, the family. Chloe comes, but you can tell that she's kind of the rebellious, sister that really doesn't particularly care for her father's antics as being a superhero. She loves her mother. You can tell Lady Liberty to some extent. Also, Lady Liberty is kind of similar to like a Wonder Woman-like character. Okay, maybe that's what I see personally. And you can see that their family is kind of like dysfunctional, not just Sheldon, also known as Utopian, but also Walter as well, the uncle of Chloe and Brandon. Very interesting family dynamic. It kind of reminded me of The Incredibles, but just with family, superheroes with issues, pretty much to some extent. I'm not saying that it is The Incredibles, but they all have their different issues. I like when they have a TV show with superheroes and they have issues, like real issues. Like Chloe's issues is not like Brandon's issues. Like I said, Utopian's issues is nothing like Lady Liberty issues. They all have different issues. That's what makes the show really unique for superhero shows. I know superhero shows can sometimes become cliches, and you're like, this bit off that. I don't like that. So I like that the show, they all focus on their particular problems. Brandon having the weight of losing 3 of his friends, getting killed by a clone supervillain named Black Star. Black Star is hilarious. I think I like him. He's kind of like this intellectual hero. I don't know if he's a goblin or a troll, whatever he is. I'm just like, yo, dude is intellectual. He's reading books in jail and stuff. I thought that was really cool. But just his demeanor, he has a very like dark, comical demeanor about himself, which was really interesting. Also, we see that Brandon feels so bad about his 3 friends. He lost 3 of his superhero buddies fighting Black Star. And that fight was crazy. Like when I seen the fight, I'm like, ooh, Black Star he was kicking butt. I'm not gonna front. I was like, okay, I see why they had backup. You know what I'm saying? And I think him having that burden of losing friends, there was like an emptiness because he's like, hey, it's my fault. I could have did something way before then, and I didn't do enough. I think Brandon felt that about himself. Like, yeah, I'm trying to be the next big superhero like my father, the next Utopian, and it's not working out. Also, in this show, we learn about Sheldon and Walter's relationship as siblings, which was kind of the weird part of the series. Some parts of the episodes you saw it start off with, Walter and Sheldon in their younger days, in their youth, and also Lady Liberty. And also the other heroes, because there are two other heroes as well. And we learn about the difference between the younger generation and the older generation of this show. Literally, I'm like, okay, so that was the really cool thing about it. Also, it tackles capitalism, and with capitalism, the problems with it, Sheldon's and pretty much Walter's father was pretty much this corporate company owner that did steal. And what he was doing, he was stealing the pension money and not giving it to his workers. You know what I'm saying? So all that money he had, he was not happy. And pretty much Sheldon, also known as Utopian, was there physically when his father jumped off a building and killed him. So I'm like, poor Sheldon, boy. Sheldon had it rough. He had a love interest that he had to let go of. Seeing his father die. You know what I'm saying? Just he went through a lot. His family is not quite what he wanted to be. He's going to therapy, talking to a villain in Massimo villain lockup jail. I'm like, really, bro? You going to visit a therapist in jail? That's a super villain? What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? But we see that Sheldon has had it hard. He's had it rough. You know what I'm saying? And we see the issues with Sheldon and Walter. Walter always wanting to be like Sheldon, you know what I'm saying? He looked up to his little brother, you know what I'm saying? That was something I thought was really neat, and admiration for him, but he did not believe in his complete ideology of don't kill supervillains, which is really interesting. I thought I was like, okay, we have, you know what I'm saying? We got characters with different ideologies. This is like, I love this about superhero TV shows. And we see that they kind of grow apart. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much Walter gets back in touch with his super villain daughter. That's a psychic like he is. And to bring back pretty much Black Star's dead clone corpse, they had another superhero and his daughter bringing the corpse back so they can go inside his actual conscious, which I thought was really cool. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And we see what led to what, you know what I'm saying? I think Walter got tired of being in the shadow of his brother Sheldon all that time, even when he learned about, getting his powers and also the pocket watch that his father left behind. But also the thing that was kind of a mystery for me and probably will always be a mystery for me until season 2 comes. Literally, why did Walter create another pocket watch like he did? Was it because he wanted to gain some more superpowers? You know what I'm saying? Because they went on this uncharted island that was similar to maybe freaking Atlantis. You know what I'm saying? The Lost Continent, which I thought was really cool. And we saw some of the other older generation heroes. And I think personally, I like how the show ended. The show ended where his wife kind of broke from his narcissism, which I thought was really cool. Even though she had a loyalist personality, she wanted to start to do her own thing. She had already killed a supervillain thanks to one of Brandon's other friend and Chloe's friend getting killed by a supervillain. So she did the unthinkable. She broke the code. Brandon broke the code. You know what I'm saying? Brandon's other friends think about breaking the code. She does not want to live under Brandon's father's old ideology of how to be a superhero, because killing ain't helping apparently, and maybe that's what they're doing. I'm not saying that they should, but maybe that's, they feel like, okay, this is not working, it's still crime amongst us and everything. But I think this show, like I said, really stood out. Decent writing. The producers were the producers of The Kingsman, so I'm like, this is it right here, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I thought the show did a great job when it came to certain things. Like I said, when it went to flashbacks, not so to some extent, because their flashbacks were very confusing. Like you'll watch an episode, and you're like, oh, okay, this was happening, then it whoop, flashback, and you're like, hey, y'all pulled the wool over my face. Like, what's up with that? But I gotta give this show 4 out of 5. It was definitely decent. Like I said, if you're looking for a story, superhero, live adaptation show, this is it. Has comedy in it. Some profanity, some sets, drugs. Okay, just to let you know. So this is not like a kids like show, okay? But I think that the season 2, I look forward to seeing, because I'm like, yo, I need to see my season 2 for this. Because shockingly, let me just talk about this for a minute. Walter kills his daughter. I was like, no. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I thought for sure they were going to rekindle and everything. Because Walter he has some empathy for his daughter. It seems like he didn't really want to have a daughter. It seemed like he was trying to be like his brother and have a kid and everything. It seemed like it didn't work out for him. I hope season 2 explains on how he met his daughter's mother. And I hope it talks about the pocket watch and also the other hero that broke the code too, like Walter as well. And I think this show was definitely different for Netflix. Netflix, like I said, these superhero shows, man, they, used to have the ones that were super cliche-ish, but man, it's some variety with superhero shows now, man. I mean, you got The Boys. You have not seen that, check it out on Amazon Prime. Invincible, really good, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lane for all type of superhero shows. But until next time, guys, have a great day. And have you seen the show? If not, tell me in the comments. Until next time, guys, have a great day. And I'm out. Subscribe, comment, like. Thanks for watching.